Good evening and welcome to the live commentary of the UEFA Europa League final between Sevilla and Inter Milan. Joining me tonight, due to Mike being unavailable, is none other than Tom Parry Jones.
Good evening,
Ryan. Good evening, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Really excited for this game.
Yeah, I mean, you have very good knowledge of the Champions League and Europa League due to what you do.
Well, I'm a commentator.
What do you expect?
Got to be used to this stuff now. But we're not far away from kickoff now, are we?
Nope. We're just under 15 minutes away from kickoff.
Yeah, still waiting for some footage from the ground. But teams look like they've been warming up quite well. What are you most excited to see this evening?
I think because both teams are they're both very good sides. I mean, Sevilla finished 6th in La Liga, I think it was, and Inter finished in a Champions League spot in Serie A, I think, this season. So I'm be amazed to see a game of goals.
Do you think so? I would reckon that this game is primed for plenty of goals. Sevilla's defense has been fairly good this season. They only conceded 34 goals in the entirety of the La Liga season. Their defense was the third best in the entire division. Took them to 4th place in the 2019-20 La Liga season. So they're fairly tight, but Inter have been scoring, like, goals have been flowing like water for them. In the semi-final, they beat Shakhtar Donetsk 5-0. I mean, Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez, they can't stop scoring, can they?
No, I mean, they both grabbed 2 apiece in that game, and it was just amazing how they did that. It was just so, I mean, Shakhtar Donetsk shouldn't be any write-off, but obviously, unfortunately, missed out to Inter to get to the final.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Sevilla, of course, beat Manchester United, the English representatives, in the other semi-final to reach this final at the Cologne Stadium. What was your take on that game?
Well, I actually thought Man U were the strong side. I mean, they went 1-0 up as well, and then Sevilla got a goal just before half time. So that it was, and then there was a goal, 60th minute?
78th, Luke de Jong with the winning goal.
Yeah.
Maybe we should run down the teams, because that seems like a good opportunity to do that. Should I start off with the Sevilla team?
Yep.
So it's much the same 11 as the semi-final against Manchester United. The only change, of course, being Luke de Jong coming in for Youssef En-Nesyri, who drops to the bench. So you've got Yassine Bounou in goal, back 4 of Jesus Navas, the former Man City man. Jules Koundé and Diego Carlos are the partners at centre-back. And Sergio Reguilon, who looks to be a target for Chelsea, at left-back. In midfield, Juan Jordan alongside Fernando, another former Man City man, and Ever Banega, the elder statesman of the team. And then alongside Luke de Jong up front, it's Lucas Ocampos and Suso, who also scored in that semi-final against Manchester United.
Yep, and the team for FC Inter Milan is number one, Samir Handanovic, with a back three of Diego Godin, Stefan De Vrij, and Alessandro Bastoni. And then the five in midfield are Danilo Dumbriso on the right, Ashley Young, the former Manu left back, left mid, right mid, Mr. Versatile on the left, with Roberto Gagliardini, Marcelo Brozovic, and Nicolo Barella in the centre midfield there, with strike partner. The strikers are number 9, Romelu Lukaku, and number 10, Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah, really strong sides, both teams. Like no real weak links anywhere, as far as I can see. I'm a really big fan of the young Inter players, Alessandro Bastoni and Roberto Gagliardini. They've been fantastic young prospects for them. But you can't look past Diego Godin and the experience he brings to the Inter defense, can you?
No, he's a very good centre back, and to be honest, you've got to admire what he's brought to this Inter team.
Yeah, well, he certainly will bring experience of Europa League finals, having won it twice with Atletico during his time in Madrid, the Uruguay international, and then Manchester United's former, as you said, left back, right back, wherever you want to play him, Ashley Young. He's a survivor of Man United's 2017 Europa League title-winning side. Romelu Lukaku, the other Man United ex-player, didn't play in that game. He was obviously signed from Everton the following season to replace Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but he joins Lautaro Martinez up front tonight for Inter. Scored 14 goals in his last 10 UEFA Europa League appearances for Everton and Inter. What does that tell you about the man up front for Inter tonight?
Yeah, it's like a goal scorer machine. Like we said before in the studio, we were like, wow, it's got to be someone that's prolific. I mean, he's been a prolific goal scorer at Everton, Man U, Inter Milan. I mean, he didn't really get a chance at Chelsea as much, but he
Scored
does
for
know.
West Brom in Alex Ferguson's last game as Man United manager as well.
Yeah, in
That
the
5-5 draw.
5-5 draw. So it's always good to have a player. I mean, he was loaned out loads of times under Chelsea's management, but I think he's found his form now. I mean, he's getting on now. He's what, 28, 29?
Entering his prime, I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's actually 27, so he's definitely in his prime
definitely
now.
in his prime.
So obviously,
all-time top scorer for the Belgian national team.
Yeah,
And Man United have surely got to be kicking themselves that they let him go. I mean, despite the fee they pulled in for him from Inter, if Man United are looking at forward players this season, people are talking about them maybe splashing the cash on Harry Kane. I don't see how likely that is, but when you had a guy like Romelu Lukaku and what he has now brought to this Inter team, like I say, Man United have got to be kicking themselves that they don't still have him in the squad. I mean, him playing alongside the likes of Rashford, Greenwood, Martial, and potentially Jadon Sancho next season, that'd be a really formidable strike force.
It would have been. It would have been just a great strike force for Man U, but unfortunately, he moved on. And this season, he scored 23 goals in the league in 38 games.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he didn't even play all the games, did he? He's got 8 so far in this European campaign for Inter this season. scored 6 in the Europa League, 6 in his last 5, including 2 in the semi-final against Shakhtar. But he also scored 2 in the Champions League, where Inter finished in 3rd to see them drop into the Europa League positions. And so maybe this is more his level.
Yeah, well,
then again, if he's scoring for fun in Serie A, maybe not. Doing him a disservice there.
It might have given him a boost of confidence because he might not have found his feet and all that.
He was frozen out a little bit at Man United, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really suit the way, was it Louis van Gaal that brought him in?
No, well, it was Mourinho and then Solskjaer. Or did he come in under? Yeah, he came under Jose Mourinho. He was one of Mourinho's earliest signings, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it just says here.
Wrong?
I'm trying to find out now because
we've confused ourselves. This is good commentary.
It was Jose Mourinho's first signing. One of his first signings. He brought in Victor Lindelof and then brought in Romelu Lukaku.
Yeah.
So,
and then Nemanja Matic at the end of the window, and Zlatan came in as well. Yeah, Jose built quite a side at Manchester United. You know, he had to kind of build on the squad that he had from Louis van Gaal. Won that Europa League, won the League Cup that season. So it was about consolidating that, wasn't it? Looks like the teams are coming out in Cologne right now, so maybe we should join the action.
Yep. And obviously tonight's referee is Danny Muckley, which is a Dutch referee who is doing the Europa League final for the first time. This is his second game this season, refereeing a Europa League game. He refereed some of the Champions League games, so who knows?
Yeah, he's a police inspector by trade, but originally born in the Dutch colony of Curaçao in Willemstad, apparently. Grew up in Dordrecht and now based in Rotterdam.
Yeah, so obviously now the teams are out.
Yeah, and there's the Sevilla captain, Jesus Navas. Romelu Lukaku, a lot of pressure on his shoulders tonight to get Inter off the mark. But Inter haven't failed to score in quite some time.
I mean, looking at that Inter team, it's a team that are quite tall, where Sevilla, most of their players are quite short.
Yeah, that's a good observation. Yeah, potentially quite a technical side, Sevilla. But Luc de Jong looks like a useful player up front. He could prove a handful for the likes of Godin, De Vrij, and Bastoni.
Yeah, it'd be a very interesting one because Luc de Jong, who had a short spell in the Premier League with Newcastle United on loan from Borussia Mönchengladbach back in 2014, played 12 times for Newcastle and didn't really score. So now he's got his chance after leaving Mönchengladbach to join PSV. Then he moved on to Sevilla for the start of this season.
Yeah, very useful striker. Another former Premier League striker alongside him in Suso. Both of them on the score sheet in the semi-final just a few days ago.
Yeah, Suso, the former Liverpool and AC Milan winger.
So another largely Dutch refereeing team, Kevin Blom involved in the VAR room, but the additional assistants are from Poland this evening, so not entirely Dutch. So we've had the Sevilla team announced, the Inter team lining up in their customary 3-5-2 formation that has served them so well this season. The graphics that we're seeing have got Young and D'Ambrosio pushing up quite high up the field. But I see them bombing up and down those wings this evening.
Yeah, it's more of a 3-5-2, but wing backs.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Inter are actually going to get us underway.
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku to have the first touch of this year's Europa League final in Cologne between Sevilla and Inter Milan.
But to you live.
Historic season. Yeah, and it's live.
Next.
On RS Media.
So Romelu Lukaku is going to get us underway for Inter Milan. And we're off. And it's Lukaku who's played it to Brozovic, who's played it to Godin, who's then played it to the number 27. I think that was. Or was it 77? It looks like 27 there. But
yeah, lost the ball a bit then. An early foul on number 23 for Sevilla. That is Sergio Reguilon. He's gone down under the challenge. That will be Banega with the free kick, so he plays it back. Sevilla content to build from the back here. Koundé plays it out wide. They've let it go all the way across the field and building quite well. They've kept possession fairly well here. Long cross-field ball over to Lucas Ocampos on the left wing. Plays it through to Reguilon, who's chasing it down. But D'Ambrosio gets there. Has he clipped Reguilon? No, it is a free kick to Sevilla. Elbow to the face of Reguilon, and that could be the first yellow card of the game.
Yeah.
Inside a minute.
I think it could be.
Sevilla,
I mean, the referee.
Players. Mm-hmm.
The referee is actually just giving him a stand talking to, but I don't think it's intent to.
But let's check it out here. Well, no, it's not really. His arms come across the chest and risen up into his throat area, but it's not. He hasn't looked to strike him with the elbow, and I think that's the right decision. D'Ambrosio not being carded on this occasion, but he will have to be careful. But it's Suso with the free kick for the 5-time Europa League champions, going for their 6th tonight, in front of no fans, of course. What with the COVID-19 pandemic. So it's Suso in and cleared by Inter. So that's a Sevilla throw in. Lucas Ocampos to take it.
With a long throw.
Yeah, it looks like it will be a long throw. He's got quite a cannon arm on him.
Handanovic has just punched it out. And
you're a little bit ahead of me.
Yeah.
He has punched it out. It's come for number 25, that is Fernando.
Lukaku's just been fouled in the box.
Lukaku is about to break. Lukaku, is he?
He's been bundled.
Oh, has he been brought down for it? Yeah, Diego Carlos again. Yet another penalty given away by Diego Carlos.
Yeah. And
that's
now
he's third in 3 games.
And it looks like he has actually injured himself as well.
Good grief. I am not convinced by Diego Carlos at all. I think at a certain level of the game, maybe he's a good defender, but against teams at this level, it seems like all he's got is the ability to break up play, most of the time illegally.
Yeah.
He's been done for pace by Lukaku there.
He's holding him back, and then he stands on his
heel.
Achilles, and the referee's correctly pointed to the spot.
Yeah, absolute stonewall penalty. Whether or not it's a red card, I'm not sure. Refs seem to have a yellow card out, and I think that's probably what he'll stick with. But he may well have been the last man. We haven't seen a good replay angle to show how close it was to being the last man. If I was the referee, I'd be consulting VAR over a potential red here.
And they're now
Just a
asking
yellow.
Diego Carlos to go off the field of play because he's received treatment from the physio.
Makes sense. He can't do anything to stop the penalty anyway.
It's all down to the goalkeeper, which is I can't
Bunu.
say his can't say his
Yassine
name.
Bunu in goal for Sevilla tonight.
So Romelu Lukaku steps up to take the penalty after being fouled.
Time for his potentially 15th goal in 11 Europa League games.
And it's a goal. Romelu Lukaku has scored after 5 minutes from the penalty
Very well taken penalty there. Does very well. Keeper went the right way, but the power and pace was too much for him. The placement too. Slots it in the bottom left-hand corner. And Inter on their way to potentially a Europa League title. Early doors, though.
There we go. Back to that. It was unlucky from the keeper, but I don't think the keeper was going to save that. The pace on that ball was actually flown past the Sevilla keeper there.
Yeah, hard enough and low enough. No keeper in the world is going to save those. And Diego Carlos has only got himself to blame for putting his team behind the 8 ball early on. Well, he's on the ball now. Clearly not that injured if he's able to... Look, it doesn't look like he's running around too gingerly. A little flick out on the right wing there, but it comes to nothing. Inter ball.
It just said there that Lukaku has scored 7 goals in 6 matches. So
this season, yeah.
This season, that's it, obviously in the Europa League.
So Inter 1-0 up after just 5 minutes, on the way to potentially a 4th Europa League, UEFA Cup title of their history. They haven't won it as the Europa League, but they did win it 3 times as the UEFA Cup in the 1990s, in 1991, 1994, and 1998, when the great Brazilian Ronaldo led them to victory over Lazio in the final.
Yeah. Very good player was Ronaldo.
No major titles for them since 2010, though. A whole decade without a major title. They did win the Italian Cup in 2011, but it's not the competitions they would have been looking to take victory in.
No, with what we're going to see now is a throw-in to Inter from Ambrosio taking it. He's thrown it to Lukaku, who's flicked it on, and it's been cleared by Sevilla. But Brozovic has got it back, and then it's cleared by Sevilla.
Yeah, Sergio Reguilon boots it upfield and straight out for another Inter throw-in. It's all Inter so far.
Yeah.
Apart from that early free kick for Sevilla, there's it's really gone the Italian side's way.
So D'Ambrosio take the throw again. Lukaku's flicked it on. It's cleared, but he's got it back. It's now with the number 95, which is Alessandro Bastoni, who's played it into Gagliardini. And it's now back with Handanovic, who's played it out to the right with Diego Godin, who's cleared it upfield to Romelu Lukaku, and Barella's just cleared it upfield, but it's now gone out for a throw-in to Inter, which Ambrosio will take. And it's gone long to Lukaku, who's flicked it on.
Seems to be the tactic from these throw-ins. Throw it up to the big guy and see if he can get a header onto his strike partner Martinez and potentially a midfield runner.
And
Nicolo Barella
Conte
couldn't hold on to it.
is giving the ref a bit of grief there. Oh, there was a handball. But Sevilla have got the throw in.
There was a handball. I'm not sure how intentional it was, and it seems like the intentional aspect of handball has gone out the window in recent years. But I don't think Reguilon will have had much idea about what was going on there. The ball came to him very, very quickly.
Yeah, so I mean, this is obviously Sevilla's sixth chance of winning the Europa League. I mean, they first won it in 2005-2006 after a 4-0 win against Middlesbrough.
Out wide, Navas crosses it in, but it's dealt with by Stefan de Vrij. The Dutch international plays it out for a corner. And then seeing the thank you and grazie inscriptions or the embroidery on the players' shirts, giving thanks to the key workers and health workers in everywhere in Europe who've done so much during this COVID-19 crisis. Swung in, and it's got the bicycle kick there from number 20 there. That was Diego Carlos getting involved. Sevilla really knocking on the door here. Yeah. But they're going to have to build again. Navas plays it back. To come to him again. Jordan attempted outside football across field to Reguilon on the left. Plays it back inside to Banega. Banega orchestrating things from that quarterback sort of position. Navas plays it up to Jordan.
And it's a goal for Luke de Jong.
It's a very, very good header from Luke de Jong. The Dutch international gets Sevilla back on terms. That was a heck of a goal.
After 12 minutes. So it's currently Sevilla 1, Inter 1, with goals from Romelu Lukaku from the penalty spot, with Luke de Jong having just scored there with a diving header that just beats Samir Handanovic.
Yeah, really well taken. You don't often see a diving header these days, and I don't think the keeper was entirely expecting it because he got a hand to it, but not enough, and it beats him, goes into the back of the net for Luke de Jong's second goal in 2 games. Scored 12 minutes from the end against Manchester United. Now he scored 12 minutes into this game.
Very good header it was. And now Inter have kicked off.
Luke de Jong had gone 11 games without scoring a goal before the semi-final against Manchester United, and now he's got 2 goals in 2 games in a row. Looks like an inspired change, bringing him in for En-Nesyri by Julen Lopetegui, the Sevilla coach.
Free kick there just taken, and it was given to Godin, who found Lautaro Martinez, but it was just cleared.
Yeah, Martinez couldn't bring it under control. It's given to Banega to start again. He gives it to Fernando, out wide to Reguilon. And he can't find a teammate, so it breaks down. Back to Inter.
And it's just gone out of play on my screen.
Oh, well overhit.
From Stefan de Vrij. He's cleared it out for a goal kick to Sevilla.
Yeah, so that's Bunu, who's going to take the goal kick.
And Sevilla on the attack here now.
Yeah, Luke de Jong building again, gives it out wide to Suso. Suso builds again with Banega, out to Reguilon. Gives it to Ocampos, makes the run forward, draws the man, but Ocampos keeps it, plays it inside to Banega. Banega beats his man. Oh no, it's Suso, sorry. Suso leaves it to Ocampos. Ocampos with the shot, but it's straight at Samir Handanovic in that burnt orange strip for Inter.
And he's just rolled it out to Godin, who's just then played it back to Handanovic. And it's gone back to Godin. And then it's gone to Ambrosio, who's gone down the wing to Lukaku. It's now with Ambrosio, but it's cleared upfield for Sevilla. Then it's back with
Reguilon, he flicks it onto Ocampos, who puts it into space in the middle, but that's cut out by Gagliardini.
Diego Godin's got the ball now. And he's just played it straight back to Handanovic, who's then just
Inter now doing exactly what Sevilla were doing earlier in the game, happy to build from the back. They know there's plenty of time left in this game. Both sides have scored already, but still 75 minutes left to play. So no rush for either side. That's Barella
playing
looking
down.
looking for D'Ambrosio on the right wing, but Diego Carlos deals with it.
Brozovic played it inside then. Ashley Young. Oh, they're appealing for another penalty here.
Well, we'll see. Is that a handball? Well, the ball's gone out. Is there going to be a VAR check? The ref is in communication, it looks like.
His hand is out, but it does hit his hand. He does move his hand.
I think his hand is close enough to his body that it's... I don't think that's a penalty.
The rules have stated if your hand is moved out, which he does move his hand out, but obviously...
No, it looks like the VAR check has said no penalty.
Well,
yeah,
the referee's gone over to the Inter bench because they're asking.
Well, Antonio Conte looks absolutely incensed by that.
He's probably just been booked.
Quite right.
Heated finalists.
Quite right. Yeah, absolutely. Passionate Italian coach, Antonio Conte. He was a fiery player, and now he's brought that to his coaching style as well.
It's now with Godin, who's played it to Handanovic.
I tell you what, if we looked at the passing combinations, Godin to Handanovic would probably be very high in the list.
And pass success.
Pass forward by Barella. Finds who's that? He's found Ashley Young on the left wing. Takes on Jesus Navas. It's a good ball, but he can't sort his feet out. Oh, D'Ambrosio.
I don't think D'Ambrosio actually seen that until late. Which is
he wasn't expecting the ball to get to him. When you've got the likes of Lautaro and Lukaku in front of you, why would you expect it to get there? But if you're going to take the chance, you've got to be aware that the ball is potentially going to make its way to you. But that's a case of a right back in a centre forwards position there.
Yeah. And Sevilla on the attack again there.
Yeah, Reguilon again plays it out to Ocampos. Ocampos taking on... Oh, he's drawn the foul there. D'Ambrosio to add insult or injury to insult, potentially. After missing that chance, he's left a shoulder in after the step overs from Lucas Ocampos, brought him down, and that's a clear free kick for Sevilla.
Mm.
Junan Lopetegui showing a bit more restraint than Antonio Conte in the Sevilla dugout, communicating with the officials with slightly more respect. So it's Banega to swing it in, and it's cleared, well cleared by De Vrij, and it's a break by Martinez.
And he's gone into the box. He's asking for a penalty, but it was quite
no
a comfortable.
penalty.
It was quite a comfortable challenge, I thought, this time from Sevilla.
I think he was looking for that one.
Definitely.
Well, I think Inter know that they can target Diego Carlos because he doesn't look very comfortable with these Inter attackers, and they know they've got the quality to cause him trouble.
And with him already on a yellow card.
Yeah, they'll want to target him as much as possible. But that's gone back to Navas and inside to Koundé. Goes back to Bunu. Didn't fancy playing it to Diego Carlos. Yeah, they've bypassed him completely, gone forward to Ocampos, who's brought down there by Godin.
Who have very great experience of...
There's that Luke de Jong. Luke de Jong it was, playing out on that left side position. Coming deep to look for the ball. Tall man looking for the flick on, but yeah, Godin makes no attempt to play the ball and just jumps into de Jong's back. That is Fernando now.
Oh.
Banega plays it forward. It's broken for Lukaku. And forward. No foul on Martinez by Koundé. Navas plays it infield to Banega. Reguilon's looking for it on the left wing. He's played it forward to Ocampos. Looking for the return ball, but Ocampos cuts inside, plays the cross. No, he's gone for the shot, and it's just gone wide of the post. Handanovic, I think, had it covered. But no shortage of endeavour from Lucas Ocampos, looking to beat Handanovic at his near post. You've got to be quite good to beat a goalkeeper at his near post, unless that goalkeeper is David De Gea.
Well, they've just shown the highlights of that incident from Lautaro Martinez being fouled. And to be honest,
I still don't think it was a penalty.
Jesus Navas doesn't touch him. I think Martinez could have been booked there for a bit of simulation.
I think there was a little bit of hands coming together, but nothing that would have drawn the foul. Banega using his experience there, though, to draw the free kick from D'Ambrosio. Deep in the Sevilla half. They will leave that there for... oh, no, it will be, Banega to take this free kick.
It's
Fernando.
There's now...
Reguilon with the crossfield ball. No, that's cut out by Ashley Young. Back with Sevilla, though. Koundé gives it to Navas. Navas back to Koundé, who builds from the edge of his own penalty area. Gives it to Fernando. Still not giving it to Diego Carlos. And a long ball forward by Navas goes straight out. Interesting to see Jesus Navas playing right back. More famously, a right winger in his earlier days with Man City, and before that in his first spell with Sevilla,
where he actually won the 2005-2006 UEFA Cup with
certainly
Sevilla.
Did. Yeah, that first title, and he won the 2007 one as well.
Yeah. He also had the Dani Alves behind him as well there in that game.
Mm-hmm. Yes, well, I mean, if you've got Dani Alves playing at right back, you definitely don't need Jesus Navas to do it. Those two are really potent attacking threat down that Sevilla right side. Now 14 years ago that they won their first Europa League title.
The ball's just been whipped in there.
I think if Navas had left that, it would have gone all the way out for a throw-in. But he's given Young a chance to swing it in, but D'Ambrosio couldn't bring it under control, and it's gone out for a throw-in to Sevilla. Is that your phone?
No, it's my flat phone. My takeaway, which I told them that
I want it at half time.
The door was open, but
they'll leave it on your doorstep. News just coming in that Chelsea are apparently very close to agreeing a deal with Leicester for Ben Chilwell. We've been talking about how Sergio Reguilon is potentially a target for them in this transfer window, but the signing of Chilwell would seem to put paid to that idea. What do you think of that potential signing for Chelsea?
Well, as I have good connections with Leicester City, with my best mate supporting Leicester, he will not be happy with Ben Chilwell going to Chelsea. But to be honest, he's a young left back, and if he wants to be in the England setup, he's going to need to be playing more regular. I know he's been part of the regular teams and all that, and he's been part of it.
Oh, good ball in, cleared away by De Vrij. It's come for Navas, plays it across field to Reguilon. Gives it out wide to Ocampos again. Ocampos forced backwards by Godin using his experience. Banega switches it to Navas on the right wing, taking on Young. Plays it in to Ocampos. He's found some space off his typical left flank, and it's come off Ashley Young and gone out for a Sevilla throw deep in Inter territory. Yep, foul there by Lautaro on the Sevilla midfielder. I think that was it was Navas there. Yeah, really beats De Jong with the header and then body checks him.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. I've been watching the game. I didn't know you were gone.
Well, I'd literally put you on solo, but
oh, thanks. I don't have the stream of us up, so I don't know what's going on. But Banega swings it in, comes to De Jong, and he can't get it on target. Fizzed in far too quickly and couldn't do anything with it.
No, it was...
Oh, it was Ocampos with the header, sorry.
Good free kick in, but it's
I don't know if it was. Whipped in far too quickly for me. No chance for the
Ashley Young's just played it forward. And Lukaku's beat the offside trap here, trying to hold it up.
Good communication between Young and Lukaku, the former United men. But he's got no one in support. He's got to do it all himself. Plays it into the box, but Diego Carlos deals with it. Or was that Fernando?
I think it was Diego Carlos that time.
Swung in by Gagliardini, and that's come off D'Ambrosio's head again. D'Ambrosio doing well to get in the box when the ball's out on the left-hand side. A bit of adventure from the Inter right wing back. Yeah, gets his head on it, but heads it wide.
He's a very attacking wing back. He likes to be in that centre forward position as well.
Yeah, comes off his flank to make play. Goes back to Koundé. Gives it to his keeper, Bunu, in the yellow. Banega finds himself very deep. But yeah, Godin cuts it out after Fernando was unable to bring it under control.
It's with Godin now, who's looking to go long. He does go long in the end. finds Lautaro Martinez, cut out, but it's back with Barella.
Yep, Barella
And
quickly
it's-
in there to win the ball.
And it's given for a throw in to Inter.
Yep.
Just
very
for
important
anyone,
player, Barella. Very young, very useful in that Inter midfield, alongside Gagliardini and Brozovic. It's quite a potent midfield there for the Italian Serie A runners-up this season. Only 1 point off the title they were this season.
Yeah. Just for anyone that's just joining us, it's currently Sevilla 1, Inter 1, with goals from Lukaku after 5 minutes from the penalty spot, and after 12 minutes from Luke de Jong for Sevilla.
We had a comment earlier on saying we're way behind on the stream.
Because we're watching it through our apps, the apps that are going. So we're not watching it live.
Well, Josh Arnold made a comment earlier saying he thinks that Inter are going to win 2-1 tonight. Eriksen and Lukaku to score for Inter, De Jong for Sevilla. So he's only an Eriksen goal away from being spot on with his prediction.
It's quite ironic that, because if he'd put a bet on that,
it probably wouldn't have come up.
It wouldn't have come. But who knows? It's now with Sevilla.
Yeah, Reguilon on the left wing. A lot of space for him to run into, supported by Ocampos, but he's played it inside to Banega, always looking for the ball, looking for space. Banega orchestrating that Sevilla midfield. It's gone wide to Suso, plays it back to Jordan, who's found Navas on the right wing. He finds Suso, who's muscled off the ball, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Well dealt with by Alessandro Bastoni, the young Italian centre-back for Inter. Only 21 years old, the Italian centre-back, Bastoni, but already a fixture of this Inter side. Was substituted in the quarter-final against Bayer Leverkusen, but otherwise he's been very heavily involved, starting most of their games this season.
Yeah. He's got a lot of experience with him as well, with De Vrij and Godin. He's going to learn a lot off them too.
Definitely.
Oh, and there's a foul there from Brozovic.
Yeah, Ever Banega beat him to the ball. Brozovic dove in a little bit and brought down the Sevilla midfielder. He 32 years old now, Banega. The elder statesman, as I said before, of the Sevilla side. He's going to be joining Al Shabaab in Saudi Arabia next season. So this is his last appearance for the Spanish side.
Luke de Jong has just scored another goal.
He has, with another header. That is absolutely sensational from Luke de Jong. Fantastic header. Looped it over Samir Handanovic in the Inter goal. He was flailing at nothing, really. And Luke de Jong has put Sevilla in front after 33 minutes.
And
peels off Ashley Young, who looked like he was marking the Dutch forward, and finds himself in plenty of space. A lot of work to do to beat Gagliardini with that header, but the plenty of neck strength. And Handanovic has got his right arm completely outstretched, and no chance, absolutely no chance for the Sevilla keeper, the Inter keeper rather. 2-1 to Sevilla.
Yeah. And the Sevilla bench, going mental.
Well,
Now,
that's put paid to Josh Arnold's prediction.
Well, that was, I think, the cast of the commentator there as well. With now Inter have now got a free kick in range of a shooting opportunity.
Yeah. Nice comment from Mike saying it's good to see me on the microphone here. He's in loving the stream almost as much as he's loving having a day off.
Well, we might get Tom on if he's available on Sunday.
I will not be available. I will be doing other things.
Preparation for the Champions League final.
Yeah, definitely. I wish I was going, but
it would have been.
I will be working though, unfortunately.
Which is good that you're working.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially when we're in this pandemic. Brozovic has just played it in, and it's a goal for Inter.
Well. We said earlier before the game that it was going to be a game full of goals, and Diego Godin, yet another header. 3 out of the 4 goals have been headers now, and the experienced centre-back from Uruguay heads Inter level.
Yeah, very good header that was. Good ball in by Brozovic, who the foul that led to it was from Diego Carlos again. So, and he is onside as well. So, very good header there from a Brozovic free kick. Godin rising highest to head home.
Scored, of course, for Atletico Madrid in the 2014 Champions League final in Lisbon, where the this year's Champions League final will be in just 2 days' time on Sunday evening. At around the same point in the game. 36 minutes.
Yeah. So it's now 2-2.
One of few men to have scored in the finals of both the Europa League and the Champions League. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better game, really, to commentate on, could we?
Straight out of St. Vincent. Mike's gone. Bit of a way to go to get to the famous 8-2 just yet. Only another 6 goals. Which is probably going to be the best commentating game.
You were lucky in Champions League in that one.
I'm so lucky I actually picked it.
I picked up a copy of the program from Man United's 8-2 win over Arsenal in 2011 just today. Found that on eBay.
Mike won't be happy with that.
Remind Mike about that one. Nicolo Barella taking on the Sevilla defense, gets it back from D'Ambrosio. Brozovic couldn't find Lukaku in the middle of the box. Yeah. Oh, swinging it there. Yeah, you are a little bit ahead of me.
Yeah.
A little foul off the ball there, perhaps, by Barella on Ocampos, but the referees let play go on. Sevilla building from the back again. Seems to have worked so far. This is Diego Carlos. I wonder how much the quick turnarounds in this mini tournament have affected the players in for both teams. Because it's not only has it been quick turnarounds, but it's almost been the hottest time of the year, and neither team's really had a chance to do much scouting on their opposition. So maybe that's opened up some more opportunities. That's Fernando, plays it out wide to. Well, it went through Jordan and it's gone through to Jesus Navas. Back to Jordan, takes on Gagliardini and checks back, gives it to Suso. Suso checks back, gives it to Navas on the right wing. Navas with the first time cross. It's gone all the way through. Well left by Stefan de Vrij and his defensive teammates. We're just seeing a replay of Luc de Jong's goals. 2 really, really good headers. We said before in pre-match that his selection might mean that he would be a threat up front with his height. And it's really proved that to be the case, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we said about the height in the Sevilla team, and we said that it's
well, there isn't much height in most of the team, but De Jong is the one who stands out. Literally,
yeah, he's like 6'2", I think I've seen, which is quite tall for a striker. Not as tall as some of the centre backs for Inter, but it's just good that he's been able to find his pace and where he can fit in.
And his place, yes.
It's just through to Brozovic there, and it's a foul by Brozovic.
Yeah. Foul by Brozovic on Reguilon in the Sevilla area. Sorry, not by Brozovic, by D'Ambrosio.
Oh yeah, it is. Why did I get them two mixed up? It's because of the numbers are not the best, and Barella's just fouled Sevilla.
He has caught him late. Yeah, that's Banega who's gone down, and a booking for Nicolo Barella.
Where is it? So,
he was booked in the quarter-final against Bayer Leverkusen, a game he also scored in, but not enough yellow cards to rule him out of contention for this match. So it's with Banega again.
Luc de Jong did actually play at Newcastle, as we did say earlier. Josh and his brother also played there as well. The ball's with Handanovic.
Suso, yeah.
It's just cleared.
Yeah, dealt with by the Inter defence. Handanovic clears it upfield, but he's only found the Sevilla midfielder, Fernando. But it's a handball by Luc de Jong on the edge of the Inter box, and Inter get a chance to start again. So confirmation there of the Barella yellow card. No consequences to that, of course. No chance of him, missing the next match. Long ball
there ain't no next match in this.
Exactly.
Unless you get a strike red.
If a player is sent off, yes, then he might miss the Super Cup in only a few weeks' time. So the winner of this match would, of course, play against the winner of Sunday's UEFA Champions League final between Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain playing in their first UEFA Champions League final. It was their 50th anniversary only a couple of weeks ago. And it was their second time in the Champions League semis. And at the second time of asking, they make it into the Champions League final for the first time in their history.
Also, they beat Leipzig in the semis, didn't they? So, and they were only founded 11 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, PSG being 50 years old, a few years back, that might have been considered a very young club. But when you've got clubs like Leipzig, who were literally founded just 11 years ago, then you can't really think of PSG as a young side anymore.
No.
But for Leipzig to reach the Champions League semi-finals at only the third time of asking, I think it was the third time they've been in the UEFA Champions League, is a testament to the work that Julian Nagelsmann, the head coach there, has done. Yeah, Leipzig, in fact, only their second UEFA Champions League campaign. They'll be going into their third next
Yeah.
season, having finished in the top four or top three in Germany. Bit of a foul there on Gagliardini. Gives a yellow card to Ever Banega. Yeah, ball beats him and trips Gagliardini with the follow through. It was a very subtle move from Banega just to lift his leg as he slid through on Gagliardini. I think Gagliardini would have been able to hurdle him had he not raised his leg. We're just coming up to the 45-minute mark. We'll see how much injury time there's going to be, but we've had 4 goals so far in this 2020 UEFA Europa League final. Romelu Lukaku opening the scoring from the penalty spot in the 5th minute. Luke de Jong equalising, and then putting Sevilla 2-1 up. Only for Diego Godin, the former Atletico Madrid player, former Atletico Madrid man is what I meant to say, to equalise for Inter. So just the 1 minute of injury time, and that will be a welcome respite for these players. They'll be able to get in the changing room, consolidate, and plan for the second half.
Yeah. And there's been a foul there.
There has, yep. Suso's been brought down there on the far side by Alessandro Bastoni.
He'd like to get one over his
former
employees, local rivals, because he did play for AC Milan.
Yeah. I think it was actually Luke de Jong who was brought down. But nevertheless, both teams looking to gain any advantage they can here, just as we move into the last few seconds before the half-time interval. Surely this will be the last chance. Once the ball goes back into the middle third, the referee will blow for half-time. So Banega swings it in. It's come for the header, and so it's tipped over by Handanovic. That was a very, very important save from Samir Handanovic, saving Inter from going into the break 3-2 down. But it is 2-2 here at the Köln Stadium, the Mungersdorfer Stadium, where 2-2 with a goal from Lukaku from the penalty spot, 2 from Luke de Jong, and the equaliser 10 minutes before the break from that man, Diego Godin,
who I'm just seeing has took his shirt off as he's leaving the field of play.
Oh, I wonder if he knows something we don't.
Maybe it's because he's sweating and he's just
sweating absolute buckets, wants to change his shirt.
Yeah, maybe just wants to have a quick refresh.
So that is half time. What have you made of the first half so far, right?
Well, we did say there would be goals, and we are correct. There are goals. Obviously, not as many as the Bayern-Barcelona game, but still 45 minutes to go to match that or even beat that. But I think it's been a very cagey affair. Both teams have been shaky at the back, and both teams have scored.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a good game so far. I've been really enjoying the quality of play on offer. And we've been served up with some pretty good goals as well. The penalty from Romelu Lukaku was never going to be stopped by Yassine Bounou, who hasn't had much to do in the latter part of the first half. But it was a good penalty.
We do have some things coming up as well. So coming up on RS Media this week, I didn't actually change it. We do have a live interview with former Middlesbrough left back and centre back Frank Quadru coming up this week. He also played for Lyon, if I'm correct. or Leo.
Yeah, you're the Middlesbrough expert.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I got this right because I don't want to. He also played for Fulham, Birmingham. Oh, the team that he actually played for in France was Lens. Not
One of the L's
so many L's in
got
that
there in
league.
the end.
So he's played for Lens B, Lens, Middlesbrough on loan for 0102, then signed permanently 0206, then 0607 Fulham, 07 to 2010. He was at Birmingham, but during that spell, he had a loan spell at Colchester. 2010 to 2012, he went back to Lens, and then he went to Red Star Football Club to finish his career
Yeah,
in
the
2012.
not the Serbian side, Red Star, but the Parisian side.
Yes. So we have got a quiz coming up as well because it's now half time. And while we do that, we're going to let Tom have a little halftime break. So we'll be back with you in 10 or so minutes, Tom, and you can have a halftime break.
I'll go and get a drink.
So we've got some quiz questions. Obviously, I'm going to give you till the 90th, well, till full time. So if this goes to extra time, we'll give you the answers before extra time. But we've got 10 questions. So the first question is, which player scored the fastest hat trick in the Premier League? So number one is, which player scored the fastest hat trick in the Premier League? So number two, there have been 2 World Cup trophies. What was the name of the first trophy? So number two is, there have been 2 World Cup trophies. What was the name of the first trophy? So number three, which country has won the most World Cups? So number three, which country has won the most World Cups? Number four, with 202 clean sheets, which goalkeeper had the best record in the Premier League? So number four is, with 202 clean sheets, which goalkeeper had the best record in the Premier League? So number five, Rangers tried to sign which superstar after Alex McLeish was alerted to his ability through popular video game Football Manager? So number five, Rangers tried to sign which superstar after Alex McLeish was alerted to his ability through popular video game Football Manager? Number six, English rock star Elton John was twice the owner of which football club? So number six, English rock star Elton John was twice the owner of which football club? Number seven, Liverpool have won 6 Champions Leagues and Manchester United have won 3. But who are England's first most successful team in the competition with 2 titles? The number 7 again is, Liverpool have won 6 Champions Leagues and Manchester United have won 3. But who are England's third most successful team in the competition with 2 titles? Number 8, which outfield player appeared in the Champions League final in 3 different decades? So number 8 again is, which outfield player appeared in the Champions League final in 3 different decades? Number 9 is, in which year did the European Championships expand from 16 teams to 24 teams? So number 9, in which year did the European Championships expand from 16 teams to 24 teams? And finally, number 10, which manager was famously said to have given players the hairdryer treatment? So finally, number 10 again is, which manager was famously said to have given players the hairdryer treatment? So if anyone knows any of them, you can give your answers and all that at the end of the game. Let me just get rid of that because we'll bring back Tom. And there he is. There's Tom. So what did you think of them quiz questions?
I wasn't listening.
But obviously,
You told me I could have a break.
Yeah, it's fine. Got a few for definite, I think. So give your answers and obviously mark yourselves. And
I did catch a couple of the questions at the end there, and I think I could probably answer a couple, but it would be it would be unfair of me to take a chance away from our faithful viewers.
And obviously, the credit for that quiz also goes to Nicole, who is the assistant of RS Media, or as she likes to be known, she is the actual manager and I'm the owner. But that's how it goes. And so we'd like to say thank you very much to Nick. I was messaging her literally 15 minutes before halftime just to see if we could get a 10 quick fire football questions, and so she quickly did that for us. Mike saying she's the beauty of your brains. She's the beauty, you're the brains. But if anyone has any thoughts on the first half, then get your comments in below.
So yeah, both teams impossible to separate at the moment, and as they are 2-2 at half time.
Yeah, 2-2 at half time.
But both have come via quite different routes to this this Europa League final.
Yeah.
So obviously starting in the Champions League, where they finished third in their group, which also included who was in their group? Oh, the likes of Barcelona, Borussia Dortmund. So it was going to be always difficult for Inter to get through that group, but they finished ahead of Slavia Prague and dropped down to the Europa League, where they've come through pretty well, totally unscathed. They've won every game they've played so far. They beat Ludogorets home and away before lockdown, and then since we've been back, since they've been in Germany, they beat Getafe 2-0 in the round of 16. Beat Bayer Leverkusen 2-1 in the quarterfinal, and then smashed Shakhtar Donetsk 5-0 in the semis. As we said before, Martinez and Lukaku getting 2 each. But as we've been speaking about, Danilo D'Ambrosio getting the 5th goal there, and he's been looking pretty promising on that right wing this evening, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. And he is a very talented right wing back, right winger. He seems to be wanting to play centre forward, but obviously he ain't going to take out Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez.
No, I mean, well, he's got no chance of actually replacing them in the Inter strike force, but he's doing all the right things from that right wing back spot by when the ball is on the left wing, he's providing that option for the Inter attack to mop up on the balls that pass by Lukaku and Martinez.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to sort his feet out and get that shot on target that he had midway through the half. But no, he's looked very promising.
And obviously,
drink.
Sevilla have actually qualified for the Europa League through finishing 6th last season due to the winners of the Copa del Rey, which was Valencia, qualified for the European competition based on their league position.
Sevilla finished 4th in the Liga.
No, for the 2019-20 for the 28 for
18-19, yes, they qualified for the Europa League directly. Yeah.
So, and they won 5 of their 6 games in the group stage, which were with Apal, Karabag, and Dunderlang. And
yeah, Dudelange, they are the only Luxembourg side ever to win a game in a UEFA competition group stage.
And that was actually against Sevilla. No, it weren't.
It was against Apoel, I think.
Yeah, it was against Apoel.
Yeah, Apoel on match day 1. In fact, they won 4-3, with a couple of goals from Daniel Sinani, the Luxembourg international.
Yeah.
It looks like the teams are back out. Sevilla certainly Inter making their way back out now. Lautaro Martinez leading them onto the field. Roberto Gagliardini there, and Alessandro Bastoni. Romelu Lukaku already on the score sheet. Christian Eriksen there must be wondering what he's got to do to get a game for Inter.
Well, I did hear that he is on the verge of leaving Inter again. So,
well, whoever might be interested in signing him would be getting a heck of a player. I mean, he is only 28 years old, so he's hardly past his prime.
Let's hope that we've just got Godin on our screen. I don't know if you've got Godin on your screen.
Waiting for Luke de Jong to kick off now. Just Luke de Jong waiting for the ref to blow his whistle to kick us off for the second half. I'm really hoping for no extra time here.
Yeah, same.
Would quite like this to be decided in 90 minutes.
And we are underway. Am I still ahead of you?
Yes.
Right.
So Sevilla unbeaten in all competitions dating back to the 9th of February. That's a run of, God, I'm going to have to count them now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 20 games in a row, Sevilla unbeaten now. The last defeat coming on the 9th of February away to Celta Vigo. Feels like forever ago now.
They actually did lose to CF Cluj as well in the
they did
No, they actually drew.
Yeah, they drew
with both games, but went through away goals.
Yeah, thanks to that goal from En-Nesyri, Youssef En-Nesyri. The man who made way for Luke de Jong. It's looking like an inspired decision by Julen Lopetegui to bring De Jong in for this game after scoring the winner against Manchester United. He's kept Sevilla in this tie after Inter took an early lead, and in fact gave Sevilla the lead before Godin's header brought the Italian side back into the game, brought them level.
Yeah. Handanovic.
Game with or without crowd noise?
I don't know, because I've actually got the volume turned right down so that it doesn't distract me.
Good move. Koundé plays it across to Fernando, who's dropped deep, gives it across to Diego Carlos. Reguilon up to Jordan. And he's played it forward, and he's just about kept it in there, Ocampos, but Jordan taken out off the ball a little bit by Gagliardini. No yellow card. Probably the right decision. Gagliardini just coming across the Sevilla man. Draws the foul. Plays back underway. Suso taking on the defender. Jesus Navas outside him. Plays it back to Suso. Suso goes infield to Fernando. Back to Koundé. Back in Sevilla's half. Goes across to Diego Carlos. To Reguilon. Up towards Luke, but Godin deals with it.
And Gagliardini has got it. Now it's with Brozovic, who's played it out to Bastoni.
Yeah.
And then he plays it along to Diego Godin, who's played it back to Stefan de Vrij, who's played it back to Godin, who's just cleared it upfield.
Forced into that by the pass from De Vrij, but the ball forward.
And there's been a
referee for a foul, I think.
Yeah. The referee's calling.
Yeah, it's Jordan pulling on Barella's shirt there.
And the free kick's been taken. Godin.
No yellow card, though. By the letter of the law, it really should be a yellow card for pulling the shirt, but no yellow from referee Danny McAlee this evening.
Gagliardini, Bastoni.
He's already given out a couple of yellow cards tonight.
Brozovic, and the ball's gone out for a severe throwing.
Yeah, just inside the Inter half.
Sevilla now on the attack. And it's just gone out of play for a Inter goal kick, which Samir Handanovic will be taking.
Just realised I've been calling the Sevilla midfielder Jordan all night. Obviously, of course, it should be Jordan. I'll try to be better.
It's all right. And it's now with
Nobody's perfect.
It's got to be perfect.
Oh, don't. You'll get me singing.
We don't want to start singing.
No one wants that.
We might break every window going. Not that I'm saying Tom's a bad singer. It'd be me breaking every wing.
Strike to the no, it's Diego Carlos in the. Looked like he got Barella in the throat there. Or was it Banega? I thought it was Diego Carlos. But...
Oh no, it was Diego Carlos.
He's caught Barella a little bit in the face. I think slow motion makes it look worse than it was.
Bastoni's got the ball to De Vrij. It's now going to go out to the right-hand side to Diego Godin, who's gone forward, played it to D'Ambrosio, who's played it in.
Oh, it's a cross. Gagliardini couldn't find the target. The shot's blocked.
Now Ashley Young's on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Gagliardini's on it.
Side, yeah.
Now it's back with Brozovic, who's found Stefan de Vrij, who's now found Ashley Young on the left-hand side, back to Bastoni. And
No foul there.
no,
Jordan. There was a call for a foul by Jordan on Gagliardini, but referee absolutely not interested. Tells Gagliardini to pull himself together and get up. It was a good cross there by D'Ambrosio. Lautaro has it dealt with, but a desperate block from Diego Carlos. And that's what he does well, Diego Carlos. We have criticized him for his propensity for giving away penalties, 3 in his last 3 games. But that was a well-timed block of the shot from Gagliardini.
yeah, very important block. Well, Sevilla have got the throw now with Regulon.
Luke de Jong coming deep for the ball, wins a throw-in, which Regulon will take.
And they're just showing Sevilla team. Well, subs.
Yeah, they've done well to spread them out in the stands like that. Obviously, they've got to socially distance, but even without an entire stadium full of fans, it's creating a bit of an atmosphere that you can hear on the stream. Navas takes on Ashley Young on the outside. Young blocks it, but it's come to Suso on the edge of the area, but he's beaten to the ball by Gagliardini, but Barella can't bring it under control, and it's back with Banega. Banega flicks it through to De Jong, who brings it out the air.
Who is actually on a hat-trick.
Done very well there, De Jong, but it's forced to go back to Regulon. Yeah, he's on a hat-trick. Those 2 headers in the first half. It's probably been a while since the last Europa League final hat-trick.
And it's been cleared. And Inter have just won a free kick after a foul from Fernando. The former Man City guy. It's now with Ashley Young, who's played it down to Lautaro, but there was an off the ball challenge from Bastoni.
Was it on Navas or Suso? Yeah, yellow card for Bastoni, the second yellow card of the game for an Inter player. Joins Barella in the referee's book, and Banega and Diego Carlos on the Sevilla side. We were just saying Luke de Jong on a hat-trick. It would be the first ever hat-trick in a one-off UEFA Cup or Europa League final. Jupp Heynckes, the famous Bayern Munich and Real Madrid manager, scored a hat-trick for Mönchengladbach in the 1975 first leg against FC Twente. But as I said, no one has scored a hat-trick in a one-off Europa League or UEFA Cup final. So it would be a first for Luke de Jong if he were able to get on the score sheet again tonight.
And as Mike's just pointed out, de Jong might get a chance for a hat-trick, unlike Gnabry on Wednesday.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't think there's much chance of de Jong being taken off. Not while he's on a hattie. More chance of Suso being taken off in replace for En-Nesyri, if anyone.
Yeah, as we bring you back, it's Brozovic with the ball, who's played it inside, but
Koundé cut it out, and it's now with Navas, boxed in a little bit by Inter, but he's found Koundé at the back. Goes back to Bunu in goal. Bunu takes his time, gives it back to Koundé. Koundé out to Navas. Navas in his right-back position that he's made his own in recent years. De Jong, crossfield header, gets to Ocampos, who beats beats Barella and sprays it out wide to Reguilon, who's taking on Diego Godin. Takes him on the outside, the older player, and Reguilon with a heck of a thunderbolt effort with his left foot hits the Inter Milan side netting. The score remains 2-2.
Did you just say you wanted a 2-2? Handanovic has just then took a goal kick and it's gone to Bastoni, back to Handanovic, who's played it to Godin, who's then played it on to D'Ambrosio.
It's now. You might be a little bit behind me now.
Oh.
So that's De Vrij again. De Vrij bringing it out of into defence, gives it to Godin. D'Ambrosio making a little bit of a run down the right, giving Godin the option to find him, but Godin goes back to De Vrij.
And it's gone to Bastoni.
Bastoni can't control it very well. He's got lucky there to get the ball past Suso, who was bearing down on him. Bastoni's crossfield ball headed out by Ocampos, but Inter still attacking. It's just about kept in by D'Ambrosio, but it's been turned behind for a corner by Sergio Reguilon.
He did well there to keep that in as well.
And well blocked by the Sevilla left back.
Yeah, Sergio Reguilon.
Yeah, he's going to be in a lot of teams' minds. Could be a target for Barcelona this coming summer if much of their team is for sale. I don't think Jordi Alba is going to be around for much longer there. He's good effort from Ashley Young
on his right foot as well, just outside the box. He looked up and saw everything was open.
Yeah, reminded me of the couple of goals he scored against Arsenal in that 8-2 win for Man United back in the day.
Well, and Sevilla have just lost it, so it's now a throwing to Inter.
Yeah. Josh Arnold looks like Josh Arnold agrees with me that Reguilon deserves a move to a big club. Yeah, he says. Yeah, I agree. He deserves that move. I mean, Sevilla, they're going to be poking around the Champions League next season. They finished fourth in La Liga, but they're not exactly what you would call a big club, even if they are the all-time record Europa League / UEFA Cup winners.
Yeah,
but he could be a target for Barcelona, as I said. Chelsea, we mentioned earlier, were interested, but it looks like they've moved on their interest to Ben Chilwell. So, yeah, who do you think Reguilon ends up with, if anywhere?
To be honest, because Sevilla have already got Champions League football next season, and so have Inter, I could also see that, because obviously another team gets that Champions League spot, don't they? I can't remember what team, a country gets it, but I think it's one of the lower ranked countries as well. So they get that spot. So I'd like to see Reguilon push to Barcelona, because Dani Alves has done it for Barcelona after leaving.
Gone from Sevilla to Barca, yeah.
Obviously, there's been quite a few. There's a link. I think there's a little bit of a link between Sevilla and Barcelona, because they do seem to sign some of the talented Sevilla players.
Barcelona will sign anyone who's got talent.
And Ocampos just had a shot there.
He did,
just gone over.
He's not shy of taking a pot shot at goal, is he, Ocampos?
No, he's done well this season as well, because he's been one of them outstanding Sevilla wingers, as we say,
Mm-hmm.
and he's quality.
Yeah, very good player. Formerly of Monaco, and he was with Marseille when they got to the Europa League final just a couple of years ago. He was with them that season, and it was from them that he joined Sevilla. But yeah, formerly of Monaco, formerly of Genoa and Milan. He was on loan to them from Marseille for a couple of seasons. But yeah, mainstay of this Sevilla side ever since he joined them just over a year ago now. A year into a 5-year contract.
Which is quite a good deal for Sevilla.
Well, he's certainly a player they can build their team around.
Yeah. And Godin's just played the ball straight out of play.
He faked across the ball, and I think he's confounded his own player there. D'Ambrosio wasn't expecting the little ball down the line from Godin, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Both sides employing this tactic of having the centre backs right alongside the goalkeeper for goal kicks.
I to be honest, I think it's a very good tactic. But
yeah, brought in, I think, by Barcelona back in over a decade ago now. They always used to have Piqué and Puyol spread out wide for goal kicks by Victor Valdez.
Yeah, especially when they had to be outside the box as well.
Yep.
Now they can actually be literally next to the goalkeeper.
Sort of, it seems to defeat the object, really. The football purist in me always thinks that a goal kick should just be booted upfield, don't you?
Yeah, or play it out to your fullbacks, because they'll find the space and create it into midfield.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Like that's why you have that's why this tactic has been developed, I think, of having the centre backs push out wide, because fullbacks have essentially become auxiliary wingers nowadays. So they'll push on down the wings. The centre backs will push out wide and provide a wide option for the goalkeeper, and it'll be a centre midfielder who comes deep to receive a short, straight ball from the keeper. Sevilla stopped in their tracks on an attack there, just stopped at the edge of the area, but Bastoni, calm under pressure from Ocampos, gives it back to Handanovic, who clears it, and it's still not really clear from Inter. Hodan, no, it's gone clear.
Well, Lukaku's in here.
It's onside. What can he do? Lukaku, and it's well saved by Bunu.
He very well saved as well. So, and now Sevilla are back on the attack again. With Benega. Suso. Plays it to Jesus Navas, a bit short, but...
Good tackle from
no.
Bastoni. And, I thought it was going to be a corner, but it has been deflected behind for a goal kick. Yeah, Lukaku definitely onside there. He was inside his own half, and but yeah, Bono's done very well to spread himself.
Left foot.
Yeah, really narrowed the angle, spread his body well, and didn't give Lukaku any of the goal to aim at. Lukaku might have been better served by dinking it over him, but not much time to make that decision. Oh, bundled over was Ashley Young by Luc de Jong. Ashley Young, Luc de Jong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so going back to the Reguilon comment, yeah, Josh Arnold thinks he would suit a team like Arsenal. Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, or Barcelona? I mean, any of those top teams. I mean, well, if you want to call Arsenal a top team.
Well, they've always been in and around the top 4.
Yeah, but if you're only going to win the FA Cup, can you really call yourself a top team?
Who knows?
I'm just trolling Mike. See what he says.
Oi,
you.
I'm just waiting for this commentary workshop on the advanced course that we're doing.
Which will be not to antagonize the listeners.
And we'll be antagonizing each other because obviously the new season would have been just started as well.
Yep.
A very good workshop that Barry Swain is actually put out there. Normally does it face to face, but due to this pandemic.
No, Josh, I don't think that Reguilon would finish up at Borough.
But I mean, Barry's brought out this workshop via a Zoom call, and it's been, I mean, I only did one, which was the free tester, and see what it's like. I mean, he does free ones every so often, but there's an advanced one. I think the date was the 21st of September. Is that right?
For some reason, I had the 17th in my head.
Hang on, let me check, because it is the 17th. The 21st is actually a Monday. So, yeah, the 17th of September is when the advanced workshop from Barry Swain on Zoom, all for the small cost of £10. Did you see my Ashley Young comment?
Don't read it out. Yeah, Ashley Young done quite a bit better in his career than his brother Lewis, who's playing in League Two for Crawley. Mike has been keen to remind us.
Yeah,
quite a difference between Crawley in League Two and Inter Milan in the UEFA Europa League final.
Yeah, I mean, I've met Lewis Young when he was
Munir.
He was at, I think it might have been when he started off at Crawley. It might have even been early days when it was at Northampton. But he looks so like his brother.
Well, Lucas Ocampos, it looks like the end of his contribution to this Europa League final. Suffered a bit of an injury just now, and it'll be Munir El Haddadi who comes on for him. Ocampos also came off after 56 minutes in the semi-final against Manchester United, so he's been in the wars a little bit. So he's done well to stick at it for 70 minutes of this final.
And it looks like Diego
and what
Carlos.
A player to bring on in place of him, Munir El Haddadi, the former Barcelona man.
It looks like Diego Carlos is strapping his thigh.
Yeah, being patched up a little bit. It's amazing what giving away penalties will do to you.
I don't even know where the ball's gone. I've lost track of it. Well, I think this is just because Diego Carlos was running around past the throw-in. The throw-in had been retaken.
Yeah. So it's a good bit of strength there from Barella. Draws the free kick. Oh, no, it wasn't Barella. It was Lautaro. Lautaro draws the free kick from Sevilla defender Jules Koundé.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it wasn't really a foul to me. He just sort of kicked the sole of Koundé's boot and went down in a heap. I wouldn't have said that was a foul myself, but referee Danny Macaulay disagrees. That's why he's the referee and I'm just a commentator. So it's swung in. Well, it was going to be swung in by Bastoni, but it's Young, and Bono comes and deals with it.
Very well.
Intense pressure. Yeah, he does well there, the Sevilla keeper.
Yeah, he's actually not done that bad in goal for Sevilla tonight, especially.
I mean, yeah, despite conceding a couple of goals, but yes, the young, 29-year-old Moroccan, Canadian-born Moroccan. You don't hear about many of those. Born in Montreal, Quebec.
But he's done well. He stopped Lukaku with an outstretched left foot, and he's just punched out a Lewis Young, and Ashley Young.
Not Kyle Young.
Or Kyle Young, yeah. But
apparently he's the best of the three, Mike says.
And
Jesus Navas draws the free kick from Gagliardini, who picks up a yellow.
I'd love to see what is actually wrote on them yellow cards.
I'm sure you could buy a match used one on eBay or something.
Yeah, you probably could. I might ask Jeff Winter.
Yeah, you should ask him. So that's the third yellow card for Inter so far today. Gagliardini joins Barella and Bastoni in the book. So Banega looking to swing it in again. He'll be looking for Luc de Jong. Suso leaves it to him. So Banega runs in, swings it. But no Sevilla player in the area. And it's been deflected in. The bicycle kick from, of all people, Diego Carlos with the bicycle kick. Deflected in off, it looks like Romelu Lukaku. And if you're going to make amends for giving away a penalty early on, you want to do it with a bicycle kick in the Europa League final, don't you?
I actually thought the referee had blown for a foul.
No, it looks like the goal has been given. Sevilla, for the first time in this game, it's the second time in the game, take the lead. Great athleticism from Diego Carlos. The strapping on his leg must have given him superhuman powers. That might actually go down as a Romelu Lukaku own goal.
Ooh.
I think that is an own goal. Diego Carlos will be spitting feathers over that, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm not sure he'll necessarily care if it wins his side a 6th Europa League title. Oh, the emotion is absolutely palpable for Lucas Ocampos. No longer playing a part in this final, but to see his side take the lead after losing the 2018 Europa League final to Atletico. He's played his part tonight and seen Sevilla take a 3-2 lead against the Italian giants, Internazionale.
AKA Inter Milan.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid that name because Italians don't like it.
No, they don't.
But it's what the English know him as, so we go with it anyway. But what a bicycle kick!
It was and it looks like Christian Eriksen's just been sent to come on for Inter. The ball's there with Godin, who's played it to De Vrij, and it's gone out to Gagliardini, who's played it forward to Lukaku, and it's just gone out of play for a goal kick to Sevilla. Oh, It's a treble
Triple
substitution.
substitution. So the trio of former Premier League men in Victor Moses, Christian Eriksen, and Alexis Sanchez being brought on for Inter. Well, just looks like Lukaku is going to be among the trio to be brought off. If Moses is coming on, I would imagine that Ashley Young will be brought off. And in midfield, Christian Eriksen probably come on for Brozovic, maybe. He's been quite quiet today. Gagliardini and Barella have been far more active. But first, it'll be Franco Vasquez being brought on for Suso for Sevilla. We were right that Luke de Jong will be given a reprieve with a chance to secure the first ever Europa League final hat-trick.
Oh, they're actually going attacking.
Big subs. So Eriksen on for Gagliardini. Alexis coming on for Romelu Lukaku.
No, Lautaro.
Oh, sorry, Lautaro. Yeah, Lukaku is the number 9.
And Victor Moses.
D'Ambrosio is the man being withdrawn for Victor Moses.
So he's slotted in at right wing back.
So D'Ambrosio will make his way off on the far side of the field, as he's allowed to do these days. Prevents time wasting. Not that Inter would want to waste time. So Barella gives it forward, but it's come through to Ashley Young, who was fouled in the process. So that is an Inter free kick, about 10 yards into the Sevilla half. Alessandro Bastoni gives it to Barella. Barella again, back in his own half, but he's been caught in possession by Franco Vasquez. Vasquez breaking down the right wing. Luke de Jong in the area, but there's not much in the way of support, and he moves it back to Jesus Navas. Gives it to Vasquez again, and he can't quite bring it under control, but he does force a throw-in from Alessandro Bastoni, the young centre-back.
And it's also confirmed that Alexis Sanchez has actually signed for Inter on a permanent deal from Man U now.
Yeah, that was done just after the round of 16 match against Getafe, because Man United did allow Smalling and Sanchez to stay in Italy with their respective clubs. Smalling, of course, was in with Roma, but that was only until just after the round of 16 match for Inter. But then, yes, United agreed to allow Sanchez to stay in Milan on a free transfer. They gave him a bit of a payoff as well to terminate his contract early. But it did mean that they managed to get about £500,000 a week in wages off their books.
And the
Banega swings it in, and it's a header just over the bar from Jules Koundé, the centre-back. Banega, really good delivery. He's been a fantastic servant for the Sevilla strikers over these set pieces, but that one couldn't be kept down by Jules Koundé. Eriksen. That's De Vrij. Forward to Young.
Now with
De Vrij back to Bastoni. De Vrij again. Gives it to Young. Checks back inside to Barella.
Gives it to De Vrij, who gives it back to...
That looks like Bastoni.
Bastoni, yeah.
Yeah,
They've literally kept swapping.
No, he was looking to get back in his left centre back position there, Bastoni, and he's found his way back there. So that's gone to Brozovic, but he's given it away. I mean, we did think Brozovic might be the one to make way for Christian Eriksen, but and that might have been a reason to bring him off. So we're into the final 10 minutes now. Sevilla with a 3-2 lead, thanks to that own goal, we think, from Romelu Lukaku.
Yeah.
Lukaku, who obviously opened the scoring in the 5th minute with a penalty. Luke de Jong put Sevilla in front 2-1 with a couple of fantastic headers, only for Diego Godin to level the scores going into half-time. Just the one goal, though, in this second half. And, Inter, it's come for Victor Moses.
Oh!
Alexis Sanchez cleared off the line by Jules Koundé.
great bit of defending there.
Alexis Sanchez won't get many better chances than that in this final. And looks like Diego Carlos and Sergio Reguilon are down injured.
Well, there's 3 of them down.
Oh, yeah. It's Fernando as well, I think. Yeah, it is Fernando.
He's just
did enough to put Sanchez off, and Koundé cleared it off the line. Is this a replay of the goal again? Yeah, Carlos with the bicycle kick, and definitely going wide from him. Romelu Lukaku, he'll be absolutely sick at having put the ball through his own net. Yeah, didn't need to make the play. There was no one behind him, and he will be absolutely devastated by that.
Yeah, I'd definitely be devastated if that was player. But they're obviously BT Sport are crediting Diego Carlos.
Well, UEFA crediting with Diego Carlos with the goal. They've put the graphic up. They've decided that it was enough on target not to embarrass Romelu Lukaku with the ignominy of scoring an own goal.
And I've just looked on FootMob, which is a good score website, and they've given it as a Diego Carlos goal as well. So
yeah, well, it would be unfair really to deny him the credit for that bicycle kick, even if it was off target in this commentator's opinion.
Yeah, and now Fernando's being strapped up, but while that's happening, Inter have a throw with Ashley Young.
Young throws it
Lukaku
to
and Sanchez is
on a corner.
He's offside.
Offside.
He's offside.
Never really lived up to the billing at Manchester United. Alexis Sanchez, perhaps the wrong signing for them at the time, but some would say they had to make that signing to prevent Manchester City from getting hold of him, because he was definitely on his way out at Arsenal about a year and a half ago now, and it was just a case of whom he joined rather than whether or not he left. Nemanja Gudel coming on for Sevilla now. Looks like a replacement in the centre of midfield for them.
Yeah.
Probably come on for Jordan.
Or Fernando, who's just picked up that.
A bit injured, yes, that's a good point. Yeah, Fernando with the injury.
So it's with Bastoni at the moment, who's played it to De Vrij.
Looks like Sevilla are preparing a couple of substitutions, so it might be that Jordan doesn't survive the
Victor Moses
the
plays
changes.
it into Lukaku, but it's cleared from Sevilla, and Victor Moses
cleared off Moses, and it's gone out for a goal kick.
He looks so different with a little bit shorter hair now, after he used to have a bit of braids in his hair.
So Youssef En-Nesyri coming on, and it was only a matter of time before Luc de Jong was brought off.
He deserves a standing ovation.
Yeah, he does deserve a massive round of applause. The Dutch striker.
And
a couple of fantastic headers for him. The 29-year-old.
And the other player that's coming off is Jordan.
It was Jordan. All right.
Jordan. Well.
Yeah, so Nemanja Gudel, he should be coming on. So who's gone down? It looks like it is actually Fernando. They wanted Fernando to come on. They've mistakenly put up Jordan's number, 24 or 25. No, it is.
No,
it's 20. Who's number 20? It's Diego Carlos.
Diego Carlos. And he's thinking, why am I going off?
Well, he's scored a goal. He's done his job. Nemanja Gudel filling in for him at the back.
Wonder if Esposito is going to get on before the end of for Inter.
Yes, potentially.
with just under
Promising young striker Sebastiano Esposito.
3 minutes, just under 4 minutes to go.
Plus added time. But they'll need to bring him on soon if they want him to
and then
provide
give you the answers.
Yes. They'll need to get him on soon if they want him to score the equaliser that will take this to the additional 30 minutes when they would be allowed an extra substitution.
Godin's just won the ball.
He has, yes.
Moses.
Flicked on by Ericsson to Moses, but he's put it out for a Sevilla throw-in. Inter can't afford to be squandering opportunities like that with possession.
Let's go to there. So good evening there to
Long
you,
throw down
Brad.
the line from Reguilon. Ooh.
Oh.
High boot from Brozovic there, or was that Barella on... Is that En-Nesyri?
It's Brozovic.
Yeah, Brozovic, but on... Yeah, well, whoever it was on, it was a definite foul. The referee was right to give that one. And Lautaro Martinez looking a bit despondent, unable to help his team get back into this game. He'll be desperate to claim a title in only his second season in European football after signing from Argentina.
And the referee's trying to get the players to move on quickly because they don't like time wasting.
No, not much time left either, and Inter will be desperate to score a goal. Just the one goal in it, and Sevilla win a free kick just inside the Inter half by Munir. Munir just flicked it away from Nicolo Barella, who's himself on a yellow card, needs to be careful.
And the free kick just wasted there.
They won't mind that.
By Moses.
So wastes a bit of time.
And it's gone through to Christian Eriksen.
It's not. It's Eriksen. The cross deflected. Comes to Alexis Sanchez off the chest of Navas, and Bono can pick that up.
Quite comfortably as well after.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, not much pressure from Inter.
1 minute left and the ball's
minimal
just gone
injury
out of play.
time left. Yeah, En-Nesyri couldn't get to that one ahead of Bastoni.
Oh, Antonio Candreva
coming on for Diego Godin.
So is that them going to a 4 at the back?
Yeah, something like that. That's what I would imagine. So they'll throw another striker up front. 4-3-3, I would have thought.
Yeah. It's currently Sevilla 3, Inter 2, with goals from Lukaku after 5 minutes, Luke de Jong after 12 minutes. He scored again after 33 minutes, and then Diego Godin equalised after 35 minutes, and then Diego Carlos scored a overhead kick that looked like it was going wide, and it's been credited to him, even though it did take a
massive deflection off Romelu Lukaku. 6 minutes of injury time, though, here, which Inter will be absolutely buzzing about as they put the ball in the area. It's come through for Candreva, and it's saved by Bono.
Oh, yeah, Bono.
Just come on, Candreva, with the opportunity to salvage a 3-3 draw that would take this game to extra time. But Inter have the corner. Christian Eriksen, the set-piece specialist, swings it in. It's over everyone, and that's away by Franco Vasquez.
And Barella's picked it up.
He's the deepest man apart from the keeper.
Nice.
Ashley Young's back there with him, but he goes forward to Alexis,
who's committed a foul.
Down Franco Vasquez, yes.
The man of match for me in this game, you can't look any further than Luke De Jong.
Absolutely. Yeah. Luke de Jong with those two marvellous headers. Yeah, he was the focal point of the Sevilla attack all game. And I don't think it's too early to nominate a man of the match, even if Inter are only a goal behind with over 4 minutes of injury time to go. But yeah, I would definitely agree with you at this stage. Unless Inter get back into this, Luke de Jong would be my choice for man of the match as well.
Yeah. Handanovic has just got the ball there. He's just cleared it upfield. Lukaku's won the header.
Lukaku's using his strength, but you can only get it as far as Banega in midfield. Or is that... Oh, no, that's Hordan. It's flicked on. Sevilla can't get there. So it's a throw-in for Inter. Moses will take that on the far side.
Who's tried to find...
Yeah, doing the old D'Ambrosio trick of trying to find Lukaku down the line. But Sevilla win the throw-in now off Moses, and Munir just wasting a little bit of time, walking away with the ball. Conte looks absolutely incandescent.
Yeah.
Desperate for his side to show a bit of fight in these last few minutes, but Sevilla, they can rest a little bit on this result. Just over 3 minutes to go. Nemanja Gudel with the Sevilla throw. No, he's going to leave it for who's that? That's Reguilon.
Reguilon. Bit of a foul throw.
Like, yeah, I think that was a foul throw, but the refs let it go, and En-Nesyri comes forward, but he's absolutely mullered Stefan de Vrij there.
Yep. And
or was it Gagliardini?
Took a quick free kick, and Barella's been caught.
Barella was caught in possession there, and I think Inter getting a bit inside their own heads here. They know they need the goal, and they're trying to force it, but it's forcing them into mistakes. The Sevilla bench players getting behind their teammates who are out there on the field, knowing that they can do little more to help them. Sevilla with just the one substitution left in this initial 90 minutes. If the game does go to extra time, they'll be allowed one more, but they only have one more left at the moment. Inter with two left as things stand. Sorry, one left as things stand. Both sides have used 4.
Well, you can always watch it back, Brad. There's been 5 times it's been used. The goal overlay. That was kindly made by Brad.
Did Brad make that? That's good work by Brad. We've had plenty of use for it tonight.
Shame it weren't done for the 8-2 game. It would have been used 10 times. Oh, well, Inter have lost it.
They've lost the ball deep in their own half, but Eriksson... No, he's done well there. Used his experience to win a goal kick off Banega. Just over a minute to go. Potentially one last chance for Inter. Got a build from deep. That's Brozovic. Gives it to Eriksson, who plays it across field to Bastoni. Bastoni with the long ball. Looks for Lukaku, but he's overshot that, and it's going to be shepherded out by Reguilon, who's brought down by Candreva. No foul, but it is a Sevilla goal kick, and they will absolutely take their time over this one. So,
yes,
Inter, the first Italian finalists in this competition since Parma back in 1999. And it looks like they will not be following in Parma's footsteps, and by winning this title. Sevilla just winding down the clock here, less than 20 seconds to go, 15 now, and Bono taking his absolute sweet time over this goal kick, boots it downfield, looking for En-Nesyri, who can't... Oh, and it's come off Ashley Young and gone out for a Sevilla throw-in. Well, we've ticked past the 6 minutes of injury time now. And
And
that is full-time. Sevilla
Sevilla.
we've had 6 minutes of injury time. Sevilla win their 6th UEFA Europa League title, and they are absolutely on cloud, 6.
Yeah, what an eventful game that was. It could have been anything. I mean, Sevilla have just won their 6th UEFA Europa League title after 14 years ago of winning their first. So 6 in 14 years. That's actually not a bad going.
It's a heck of a record. It's even better than Liverpool's record of winning European Cups in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, and they've won 6
Competition.
in how many?
14 years.
Yeah, so Jesus Navas
his 3rd title.
Yep.
So
After
just a summary of the goals scored there. Romelu Lukaku opening the scoring for Inter, setting us up with a fantastic game, opening the scoring from the penalty spot after he was brought down by Diego Carlos. Luuk de Jong, the Dutch striker, scored twice for Sevilla to give them the lead, only for Diego Godin, the veteran Uruguayan centre-back, to level the scores for Inter shortly before half-time. That was it for the first half, but Diego Carlos made amends for the penalty he gave away in the first half with a fantastic, truly acrobatic overhead kick for Sevilla. Massive deflection off Romelu Lukaku, may well have been going wide, but the goal has been credited to Diego Carlos, and it's his goal after giving away 3 penalties in 3 games on the way to this this title. He made it very difficult for them, but he has given them their 6th UEFA Europa League title. Sevilla, UEFA Europa League champions.
2020. And man of the match has to be Luuk de Jong.
Yeah, Luuk de Jong, as we said earlier, absolutely the right choice for man of the match if that's who UEFA go with. But that's the RS Media choice for man of the match. I think Yacine Bono deserves plenty of credit in the Sevilla goal for denying Romelu Lukaku early in the second half.
And they're just showing here Middlesbrough 2006, Espanyol in 2007, Benfica in 2014, Dnipro in 2015, Liverpool in 2016, and now 2020, Inter Milan. Not
necessarily the result we might have expected before this game. I think Inter might have been the odds-on favourites for this match, but Sevilla definitely deserved winners of this competition. Their 21st game unbeaten in all competitions in a row, so dating back to February. Inter themselves didn't have too bad a record coming into this game. They have only lost 1 since lockdown started, but of course that's 2 now. The game they lost to Bologna in Serie A on the 5th of July, in addition to today.
And it looks like
those 2 losses have proved the difference between Inter and a European double. Had they beaten Bologna that day, or even taken a point, they probably would have taken the Serie A title over Juventus, and a victory today over Sevilla would have won them the Europa League. But not to be.
And the Sevilla players have just gone over to the board of directors that are at the game to celebrate. Well, they look really.
Some fans in.
Yeah, I think it's all of the board of the directors and the families in it, because they're allowed to have the family of the players and the referees there, and the 2 linesmen taking a good swig of their drinks while the Sevilla manager is having a good chat with them.
Yeah, it's a bit of a redemption story for Julen Lopetegui, who was appointed as Real Madrid manager at the start of the 2018-19 season, but that was bit of an interesting appointment because he'd agreed to he was already the Spain manager and he was going to take them to the World Cup in 2018, but agreed to take over from Zinedine Zidane at the helm of Real Madrid, and was sacked from the Spain job going into the World Cup. Then followed that up with a less than successful spell at Real Madrid, resulted in his departure and the return of Zinedine Zidane. But for him to come back after he took 8 months off the game after leaving Real, took the Sevilla job in August or July 2019, and at the first attempt brings Sevilla to the Europa League final, to their 6th Europa League title. And you can see what it means to him.
Yeah, it means so much to him. He's so happy about it. So if anyone wants to give their thoughts on this, as we are...
Yeah, come on, take some of the pressure off me and Rai.
We will give you the answers as well to the quiz questions as well that Nicole kindly put together for us. So hang on, let me just get it back up. Right. So
we can leave the game, can't we?
Yeah, definitely. So the first question that was part of the quiz was, which player scored the fastest hat-trick in the Premier League? So that was, which player scored the fastest hat-trick in the Premier League? And it was Sadio Mane for 2 minutes 56 seconds for Southampton versus Aston Villa back in 2015.
That is quick. We talked about Robert Lewandowski scoring the fastest ever 4 goals in the Champions League in 15 minutes, but to hit 3 goals in 2.5 or just under 3 minutes is quite spectacular.
So the second question was, there have been 2 World Cup trophies. What was the name of the first trophy? So the second question is, there have been 2 World Cup trophies. What was the name of the first? And it is the Jose Romé Trophy. So question number 3, which was, which country has won the most World Cups? So number 3 is, which country has won the most World Cups? Yep, that is right. It is Brazil. Question number 4 is, with 202 clean sheets, which goalkeeper had the best record in the Premier League? So that's number 4, with 202 clean sheets, which goalkeeper had the best record in the Premier League? Yeah, it is former Arsenal and Chelsea goalkeeper Petr Cech.
I had a feeling it was Petr Cech.
Number 5, Rangers tried to sign which superstar after Alex McLeish was alerted to his ability through popular video game Football Manager? So that's number 5. Rangers tried to sign which superstar after Alex McLeish was alerted to his ability through popular video game Football Manager? And the answer is none other than Barcelona striker Lionel Messi. So number 6 is, English rock star Elton John was twice the owner of which football club? So number 6 is, English rock star Elton John was twice the owner of which football club? It is Watford. Question number 7. Liverpool have won 6 Champions Leagues and Manchester United have won 3, but who are England's third most successful team in the competition?
Forest, isn't it?
With 2 titles. Yep, that is correct. It is Forest.
Of the Nottingham variety.
Which is in 1978 and 79 season, and the 79-80 season, which was under Brian Clough. So question number 8. Which outfield player appeared in the Champions League final in 3 different decades? So that's number 8. Which outfield player appeared in the Champions League final in 3 different decades? And it's Ryan Giggs.
Yep.
Number
Had to think
9.
about that one.
Number 9. In which year did the European Championships expand from 16 teams to 24 teams? So question number 9 is, in which year did the European Championships expand from 16 teams to 24 teams? And it was for the Euro 2016. And finally, question number 10 is, which manager was famously said to have given players the hairdryer treatment? So question 10 was, which famous manager was said to have given players the hairdryer treatment? And yes, it is former Man U manager Sir Alex Ferguson.
Oh, of course it is. Wow.
So obviously that was that. If anyone wants to come in and give our thoughts on the game, we will. Is that swear number 9 was 96? Either that or the question was where
Can you read out the question again? When was it expanded from 16 to 24?
Yes.
Yeah, in 2016.
Yeah. It was expanded from 8 to 16 in 96, I think.
Yep.
And then it's set to go to 32.
Ugh. You basically get all of Europe in at that point. Why bother?
There's 55 countries in Europe. And no, so
yeah, you get places like Kosovo getting in. not that I have anything against Kosovo. They just get battered every time.
Well, they're not as bad as San Marino.
They wouldn't get in though.
No. So if anyone wants
Kosovo, I think are in the playoffs for Euro 2020, which they still haven't played.
Which is set to take part in the next couple of weeks, isn't it? The playoffs.
I'm not sure.
Or Panama. That's in America, so they won't get in.
Who said Panama?
It's either Mike or Nicole, but I think it's more leading to Mike.
Get him in.
So obviously we're going to have Mike join us. Well, that's how it should have been from the start. Oops. But it's all right.
I prefer it as it was.
Evening, gents. How are we?
How do?
So how do we? So here's Mike.
That was the most. I said I'd got 7. I got 5. Average.
Average score 5 out of 10.
Average. I thought there was a couple in there that were educated guesses, but I forgot about Ryan Giggs. I went with Sergio Ramos because obviously he's been around the block for a while.
I thought it was Maldini because I thought he might have made it in the late 80s. But you said Champions League, which sort of made me think it must be since 1992, which, as we all know, is when football started.
True. Yeah. And then obviously I forgot about the team. The last one. Obviously I got that one right, but the one before that, number 9, going to 24 teams, I got a bit muddled up and a bit confused into the years. Yeah.
But did you get to watch any of the final?
I saw bits and pieces of it. Yeah, I thought it was a good game, to be honest. I thought Sevilla deserved the victory, and I think you're right by giving Luke de Jong man of the match. I thought he was fantastic and really made a big impact, and won the game deservedly and won the man of the match deservedly for me as well.
Yeah, he was out of this world.
And I think he deserves a move as well. I think he deserves a move to a bigger team. I think it's all well and good plying your trade in the Europa League with Sevilla, but I think there's plenty of teams even in the English Premier League that really should take a look at him.
I mean, I think teams will be looking at him, but they'll also be looking at his record when he was on loan to Newcastle back in 2014. He didn't score any goals. I mean, didn't really get much of a chance to settle in, but he played 12 times in the league and didn't score at all. So I know that was 6 years ago now, but he's 20, but he is 29 now and pushing on. I think he's under contract with Sevilla. I think he'll stick around with them for at least another year. Now
they're in the Champions League, obviously by winning this, I think he'll see how far they can go in that, as well as obviously progressing through the league. Yeah,
they actually finished fourth in their season, so they were already qualified for the Champions League through their league position. So
both teams were. So I think it opened up a position for the Netherlands. I think that
okay.
Ajax don't have to go through qualifying now.
Oh, okay. That's good for Ajax, and I know Ajax are another great side as well. They've obviously won the Champions League, and I think even the Europa Cup on many occasions as well.
Well, yeah, they definitely won the European Cup 3 times in a row when Johan Cruyff was the spearhead of their side.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. So the Europa League title holder position obviously passes down now to the I can't work out. The whole thing's so ruddy complicated.
Oh, it is. It really is. It was like that in the Premier League though as well, because obviously you mentioned in regards to Arsenal winning the FA Cup earlier, and Arsenal finished in 8th position, so that now means that Spurs have to go through the qualifying rounds of the Europa League. So it all kind of messes everything up a bit more, doesn't it?
Well, nothing's certain until all the games are played.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and that should be really good. The Champions League final on Sunday as well between Paris Saint-Germain, obviously, and Bayern Munich. Right, you got me saying obviously now.
If you haven't seen it back, the Jeff Winter interview yesterday, every word that was coming out of my mouth was obviously.
Yeah, he's got me saying it now.
and then Mike went on to go on to Storm FM,
where
his radio show is.
I played him myself.
He played McFly, obviously.
Yeah. But now we're talking about Sunday's game between Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich. I think that's going to be a really good final as well, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I've had
so tasty. I'm looking forward to that.
I've had my Friday evening off now, and thanks for stepping in. And I'll be raring to go for Sunday's commentary and the stream.
Excellent. Well, what did you think of tonight?
Really good, really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good commentary.
Cheers, man.
It's a shame the top-notch man didn't come in, or I didn't see him come in.
Barry was on your personal page. He was watching for a bit.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
He's probably put some comments in, hasn't he? And
he was watching for a bit. He said he returned back to the world at 2-2. What's been happening, guys, or something? Yeah.
Oh, so I've obviously missed this comment. Oh, hang on. I've just seen that it was set to friends only. So obviously,
I'm good, Tom. Yeah, I'm good, Tom.
So obviously, we're gonna.
But yeah, in regards to, I just want to talk about that winning goal as well. Obviously, it was a really well taken goal, but I think I'm probably with you on the fact that it was a own goal. Really, I think Lukaku did actually get the final touch, and it's quite ironic in the way that the game's gone. With him getting the opener for Inter, of course, and then winning it for Sevilla, and
there's a lot of symmetry in whole game. You've got Diego Carlos giving away the penalty that led to Lukaku's opening goal, and then with that amazing bicycle kick leading to Lukaku's own goal is how we're giving it.
Absolutely.
And then of course with the two goals from Luke de Jong and Diego Godin as well, another another guy who scored in both the Champions League and Europa League finals. What an amazing record he's had.
That's brilliant as well, and that doesn't happen very frequently, does it?
No.
So yeah, a lot of symmetry in that one, as you said, and I think it was a really good, entertaining game. It wasn't quite the 8-2. We've still had the best one, haven't we, Ryan?
Yeah, shame we didn't have the graphics of the goal appearing then, but
absolutely.
Hopefully on Sunday we can show it.
I think Sunday's going to be a cracker as well. I'm with you on this. I think there's plenty of talent on show from both sides, and you've seen how PSG have done this season, and Bayern Munich as well. The fact they've absolutely demolished some sides, Barcelona being one, Spurs being another. They've really got a lot of talented options, and they've got to be wary of PSG's attacking options as well. So there's plenty of goals in that one. I think that could be a 4-all or a 5-4. It could be anything really.
And if anyone hasn't seen the goal overlay, we're going to quickly show it now.
Yeah, just ever so quickly. Right, that's enough. But yeah, what were you going to say there?
Me? Oh, nothing.
Yeah,
nothing
important.
No, I was gonna list off the 5 players who scored in the finals of the European Cup and UEFA Cup.
You might as well.
There was one last season, in fact. One added to the list. It was Pedro, who scored for Chelsea in the final of the. And he had also already scored for Barcelona in the 2011 Champions League final. Steven Gerrard scored for Liverpool in the 2001 UEFA Cup final against Alaves, and then scored for Liverpool in the 2005 Champions League final. Hernan Crespo, Dimitri Elenichev.
Remember Hernan Crespo very well.
Yeah, well, he scored for Parma in the 99 UEFA Cup final, and also scored for Milan in the 2005 Champions League final. Dimitri Elenichev scored for Porto in the European Cup final in 2004, but he had also scored in the UEFA Cup final against Celtic the previous season. But
That's
the
right.
first man to do it was
under Mourinho, wasn't it, as well?
03 as well. 03 and 04. 03 UEFA Cup and 04 Champions League. But the first man to do it was Alan Simonsen, the former European Footballer of the Year from Denmark, who played for Borussia Mönchengladbach. He scored for Gladbach in 1975 in the UEFA Cup and in the European Cup in 1977 against Liverpool.
And then Diego Godin tonight adds to that list, yeah.
Exactly, he's the 6th one.
Yeah.
We mentioned the 1975 UEFA Cup final earlier. That was the last time there was a hat-trick in a UEFA Cup final.
That's right. And then tonight, obviously, could have...
Luke de Jong had the chance, but not quite.
Yeah. That's right.
He was unfortunate.
It was probably a shame for him, but a little bit like Serge Gnabry as well, coming off whilst on a hat-trick.
Yeah.
But Gnabry came off quite early in the game, second half, where De Jong came off.
A bit later on. It wasn't too long left.
He came off in like the 84th minute. So I think it's where he should deserve a standing ovation.
Well, according to Opta, Luke de Jong had 2 shots, 2 on target, and 2 goals. So
perfect.
Doesn't get much better than that, does it? Romelu Lukaku. According to this, Romelu Lukaku. Oh no, he had 2 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal, but one of those was the goal was a penalty. So.
Yep. So
but actually, according to us, he had 2 shots, 2 on target, and 2 goals because the other one was the own goal.
Yes.
We're going to kindly wrap this up. So thank you very much to Tom for stepping in for Mike there tonight.
You got to do it. Got to do it.
And it was a great commentary. So thank you very much, everyone.